think she met Daddy when they both boarded at the same place in Hendersonville. She was working at the telephone company. And he usually worked, he was like a pipe fitter, a plumber, so I guess he had a job, I don't know where, I don't know. Oh, he told me he worked in the furniture store in Hendersonville for a while and sold phonograph records. I said, you got to be kidding. That was what my first job was at Fox Music House.
Oh, wow, okay.
My first regular job. 5 years.
So they were from Hendersonville?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
Hendersonville, North Carolina.
I have some really good friends that live close to me. His name is David Crawford, and they're from Hendersonville.
Really?
Yeah, over in Parkwood. Yeah.
I don't know. Crawford. No, I didn't know anybody that had that.
But Leonard tells me all the time. He doesn't tell me all the time, but he has told me before that he did not have a really good relationship with his father.
Well, I don't know why he wouldn't.
I don't know. That's what he told me.
He was great to me, I can tell you.
Right.
He would wait on me hand and foot.
Yeah.
And if my
right.
car needed working on,
yeah.
he would take the car and stay with it there while they worked on it. And he watched them.
Right.
One day I remember I had a white Pontiac, small white Pontiac. And he stayed with it till they did whatever they, something kind of took a long time to do it. I forgot what it was.
Right.
Huh. And he stayed there. Good Lord, what was that? It sounded like a lot.
They must be doing. He's got him cutting the grass, I think.
Anyway, Daddy was so good to me. He would do anything for me. And
right.
you know, as far as I know, Gene too. I don't remember
right.
too much. You know, seemed like Gene would come and go a lot, and he loved comic books. He always had a stack.
Oh, really?
Gene always had a stack of comic books.
Oh, okay. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it seemed like when we lived on Navajo Street, well, it was like a duplex. Duplex?
Right.
It was 2 living rooms, 2 kitchens, and 2 bedrooms in the back,
I see.
And 2 bathrooms. And we rented it all kind of ways. Mama, they rented part of it.
Oh,
and I
see.
can remember Gene in the front bedroom by the front porch. When he was there, he would sleep in there, I think. And I can always remember him with a stack of funny books.
Oh, comic books.
Comic books, yeah. I
Right.
can remember that.
Huh. Wow.
But, and I remember him, he had a lot of motorcycles, motor, I don't think you call them, not motorcycles,
Bicycle?
motorbikes.
Oh, motorbikes?
Motorbike. Or he had one red one, I can still see him ride. He would ride it around the corner to our house,
Yeah.
and he'd be standing up on it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it had a seat on it, best I can remember. But he was standing up, where I can still see him riding around the corner
Really?
coming to our house. Yeah.
That's
It's funny the things you remember.
right, yeah. Huh.
Lord. And I fell down one day going to school.
Right.
Got gravel in my leg, and it's still in there.
Oh, really? Gosh. Wow.
I went on to school instead of going home. I was right there at my house.
Right.
Margie doesn't think that the Coast Guard base was right next to our house, but it was.
Okay.
See, her husband was in the Coast Guard. I said they had horses in the back.
Right.
Coast Guard had horses?
Right.
I know they did. I'm sure they did.
This is
remember
Navajo Street?
it. Navajo Street. The whole thing is burned down now, I think.
Oh,
The
okay.
house we were in, I think it's all burned down.
Oh.
It was six rooms.
Wow.
And during the war, they rented to some guys, that worked in the shipyard.
Oh,
I
I
remember
see.
that.
Right.
And I think Mama fed them for a while.
Oh.
She would rent the room, and she would cook for them.
Was she a good cook?
A very good cook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad I didn't get any. I don't even want to talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to cook.
So they kind of put you in charge of Leonard.
I was 8 years older than him. That's
Right.
why I tell everybody, I said, I feel like he's my son more
Right.
than my brother.
Right.
Because I had to babysit him.
Yeah.
And I'd be, behind the house was a girl named Bruce Adele Tillman. And she was really older than me, but I liked to hang out with her. She had the nicest porch. They had a big screened-in porch
Right,
in their
yeah.
house. And they had this, I don't know how to describe it. It's a place that you could sit, 2 people can sit, and you could play games on it, a board. You know, it was
Oh,
like
okay.
a board game place
Right.
you could. And it went back and forth.
Huh.
And I used to love to go sit in that. I don't know what kind of games we played. I don't remember. But I
Right.
remember going over there a lot. And Mother would call me, Evelyn, come on home now.
Right.
I'm going to town. You have to take care of Leonard.
Oh, I see. Wow.
I remember a lot of that going on.
Right.
Not every day, but you know,
Right, yeah.
Mama had depression and she had to get away sometimes. And she
So
loved going downtown.
So she would go downtown.
She'd go to catch the bus by herself.
Right.
Downtown.
Huh.
Shop around. We had a good friend, Miss Higby, would go with her sometime, but she lived up in North Charleston. It was
Oh.
kind of hard for them to get together.
So did y'all ever get to go with her or go downtown at all, or?
Oh, I spent my childhood going down on King Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would go by myself, though. I don't think I went. I went with her sometime. Her and Miss Higby, I remember. We'd go
Right.
in this drugstore. They had the best pie, homemade
Okay.
pie. I forgot what it was. Lemon or something.
Yeah.
It had a lot of meringue on it.
Right.
We'd head there just about as soon as we got to town. And we'd go. I was driving by then,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'd go get Miss Higby. She lived on Bexley Avenue, you know, Charleston.
Okay, yeah, I know where that
I'd
is.
go pick her up, and me and Mama and Miss Higby would go downtown and shop around. We loved to shop around all those nice women's stores, you know,
Right,
and
yeah.
Garrisons and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was a Carrison's down there at that? Wow.
Garrisons. Yeah. Garrisons and Effords and J.C. Penney's, I think. A lot of
Woolworth?
stores. Yeah.
Was there a Woolworth down there?
I think so. Well,
So-
I remember Walgreens more than I do that. Walgreens was on the corner.
So when do you think is the last time you've been down on King
Downtown?
Street?
God, I don't remember. Long time.
Right.
Well,
You should.
Nolan and I used to drive around a lot. You know, when we first met, we would drive around and go
Oh,
down and
okay.
around the Battery, and I'll ride all around.
Oh, okay. Well, you
But,
should see it now.
It's
It's
been a long time. I wouldn't even recognize it.
oh, there's so
probably.
many people down there now. It's crazy down there.
Yeah, I used to go down and go to the movies by myself. Didn't bother me.
Right.
Catch the bus, go down by. Didn't.
Huh.
Back then you weren't scared of going
Right.
places by yourself. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I worked at 537 King Street for 5.5 years, I think.
Oh,
Fox
okay.
Music House.
Oh, okay.
And I'd come out, we worked 9 to 9 on Saturday,
Right.
and I'd come out, and if Daddy didn't come to pick me up, I had to walk down that next street. I forgot. I want to say Race Street, but I don't know if that's the name of it or not. Catch the bus on Meeting.
Oh,
Out
okay.
there at 9 o'clock at night. I
Right.
was out. Now you wouldn't dare
I
do
know.
that. You have to have a gun with you.
I know.
Gee whiz.
I know where Ray Street is. It's
Yeah.
it's not a real nice area.
Morris Sokol.
Yeah.
Right in there. Right across the, well, Morris Sokol owned Fox Music House.
Oh,
The
okay.
building.
So they were right across from each other, you're saying.
Almost across the street, I think. Almost.
So that wouldn't have been Race Street.
Well, maybe it wasn't Ray Street.
I can't remember the name of it, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Mary?
Mary Street.
Mary Street.
I think that's it.
That sounds better.
Yeah,
I
Mary
where
Street.
I got Ray Street.
Yep. Because
Yeah.
Mary's right there.
Yeah, Mary Street is.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
right there next to Morris Sokol.
Yeah.
So, but I don't. But I think Morris Sokol finally closed last year, about a year ago.
Yeah, there was a picture in the paper recently, and I didn't even recognize the store.
Right.
It's changed so, and I don't know what they did to it. It had a big picture in the Sunday paper, I think.
Right.
And I think they're making it, I can't remember them renting rooms or
Huh.
like a hotel. I think a part of it might
maybe
be a
they're-
hotel or something.
There's hotels everywhere down there now. I mean,
think that's what it is.
it's unbelievable what all the tall. I mean, it's crazy down there.
Tourists, they really got the tourists coming.
Oh, I know. They're touting that tourism big time.
Yeah. I
So.
wouldn't know the place if I went down there, but I don't guess I'll ever go back down there again.
Right. Well.
I'd be scared to ride with Nolan.
Right.
He don't like me to say that. I'm not really scared to ride with him because he's a good driver, but
Right.
I don't like to ride with him over the Cooper River Bridge.
Oh, I see. Okay. Right.
Not particular. Yeah, he don't like me to say. No, he's a good driver. He's a real good driver.
Right.
And I told Margie when she called this morning, I said, well, Nolan's gone out. She says, Nolan's not supposed to go where he's supposed to stay home. And her son has made her stay home. He won't let her get in the car and go anywhere. She can walk down the street to walk. She likes to walk.
Oh, I see. Right.
But he won't let her go anywhere. She's just been stuck at home since all these germs are flying
Well, that's
around.
what I've been trying to do, just stay home. The only place I go is the grocery store. And I'm stocked up. I got a lot of stuff at the house, so.
He needs to go back again. I don't know how we eat all that stuff he buys, because he buys quite a lot.
So he goes to the grocery store and to S&S sometimes, right? Huh.
I was hoping they'd be open today. I don't know I hate to ask him, though.
They're open. I'm sure the takeout part is open.
I hate to ask him to go. He has to do all the going, and running and getting this and that and the other like you do.
Oh, right.
I hate to ask him to go.
Right. Well, I'll ride down there and get you something if you want me to.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay. I don't mind at all. I'll go get something
I think he just only went one time last week. He likes to get their salmon croquette, but that's on Friday, I think.
Right.
I prefer baked chicken myself.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, you just tell me what you want.
And any kind of vegetables. I don't care what they are. I like almost anything. Broccoli, macaroni.
Leonard always gets the squash casserole.
Yeah, that's good.
Or sometimes he'll get the eggplant casserole.
I don't know if we've ever had that. We might have.
But he likes the rutabagas. They have rutabagas, and he loves those. And he loves the macaroni.
Yeah.
And he gets turnip greens a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Or sometimes they have green limas. He might get those. I tell him sometimes if you just want to get vegetables, I don't care.
Right. That's all Leonard gets is vegetables. Really.
But he always comes home with something.
Right.
He likes beef, and I told him, I keep telling him. They talk, it was on TV or in the paper. Yeah. Don't eat a lot of beef, because that's where you get your germs and you get cancer sometimes.
Oh, my word. Yeah.
So I never was a beef eater. I mean, I can eat it, but I don't. He likes it.
So if he buys it,
yeah,
do you
see something strange? Come here, let me show you what he's got in the freezer.
Do you partake sometimes?
No. Well, I eat a little bit, If that's all we got, I have to eat it. Let me see. Turn the light on. He buys just a couple of strange things, and they'll say, why in the world did you buy that?
What?
It's almost empty now.
Oh, it says spaghetti and meatballs.
I said, look at this. 45, that's way too much saturated.
Oh, Salisbury steak.
45, that's very high.
Right.
Yeah, 45, that's really high. Now this is good, beef pot roast.
Right.
And this is okay. But we discovered, we had to buy a new microwave.
Is that back there? Oh, roast turkey.
Yeah.
And Salisbury steak.
See where it says half a minute? This has no 30 seconds on it.
Oh.
And it drives us crazy.
Right.
I hate these things because you got to do this one twice, figure out how to do it.
Oh, okay. You can't.
I don't know how to do it. I mean, it wasn't like our last.
Right.
And This one's just a little harder to fool with.
Hmm.
What do you